I don't know if the fact that this episode is almost entirely pointless action with almost no story makes me happy or not. On one hand, I'm happy this episode at least has a modicum of entertainment value, but I can't much help but feel it sacrifices narrative flow and just narrative in general for it. After the last episode wrapped up so much with so little so quickly, I thought for sure we were going to have a rushed conclusion, but the first part of that conclusion is almost entirely empty, meaningless drivel. Ironwood reveals sail into the world and two villains get in fights. That's really all that happens. Yes, these are big events narratively, especially the first one, but I feel like there's pretty much no weight to it. Yes, RWBY. He's doing it. This was his plan the entire time. Why are you surprised and why are you happy? This is the equivalent of in Volume 6, Yang drives to Argus and she's like, "Welcome to Argus," and RWBY says, "She's done it!" As if Yang doing exactly what she said she'd do have any real meaning. I know all you apologists are going to be like, "But Nemesis, it's because Ironwood doesn't trust anyone. She's happy that she's trusting people." But that was the entire fucking point of his plan. From day one, or I guess episode 2, but from day 2, actually no, on a timeline perspective, it's still day 1 of the volume. From day 1, his plan was to reveal everything to everyone. He was already trusting people. He trusted Winter, he trusted Penny, and presumably he trusted Clover with all this information. He's trusted plenty of people. Anyway, something about the way Ironwood explains this and the framing of the scene and the scene itself generally, something about it feels like it has no weight at all. We don't really see anyone respond to it in real time, aside from all the people with dull surprise in their faces. Trust me, as a Transformers fan, I'm too used to this. Oh, and yeah, they fodderized the Elephant Grim to lose meaning and basically be completely nothing threats. Not entirely. I have no problem with Penny, RWBY, and Harriet working to take this one down, partially because Penny is already an established character of ridiculous power far above our main cast, but also because they actually use a plan with a semblance of timing and effort. Although I really doubt this would actually work to trip over one of these things. If the firepower of Cousin Rose can't even scratch one of these, I doubt it'd succeed in knocking it over, especially when using a cutting edge. Seems more like you'd just dig in a little bit to the foot, and I think they could have gotten Harriet to help with this part, but fuck it. I was afraid they would kill all the Elephant Grim with little to no effort to make them lose all sort of meaning as legitimate threats, but at least this one remains. So, not all elephants, just elephants that are really, really big are now threats. The very rare oh fuck. Kudos to Rooster Teeth for the scene where Penny asked RWBY the plan, because all you RWBY fans who watch the episode should get the joke here and understand why I like this. It's a bit of self-referential humor, I can appreciate that. But the other elephants, they are the ones that die with no effort. The average elephant that all exists. But Nemesis, this elephant needs to work the big two. Elm and Yang work together. Not really. Elm just picked it up and Yang put some bombs on it with no communication or coordination. Elm wasn't even needed. Yang could just slide underneath it, put the bombs on, and blow it up to achieve the same goal. Conversely, Yang also wasn't needed, as Elm managed to kill 3 of them with a single shot of her hammer. I know it only shows 2 dying, but there were 3 charging at them, and I refuse to believe Gogeta showed up to annihilate the 3rd one off screen, although if he did, we might have gotten some good animation in this volume. Why is it that Penny's laser looks better in poser than Maya? Is it just me? It might just be me. I prefer the solid green beam look over the weird crackling ass look. But then again, I can't really complain. I mean, it's obviously modeled. Well, I say obviously, probably not. But to me, it looks similar to some Dragon Ball FighterZ animation. FighterZ is not how it's pronounced. What am I doing? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call it FighterZ. It's Fighters. Anyway, it looks kind of like some of those beams, I guess. So, you know what? No, I'm going to give this a pass. I'm going to take this back. I'm going to take that back and give it a pass. Oh yeah, Cinder and Neo are here. Cinder told Neo to actually be productive with her life, even though Cinder spent this whole volume presumably standing in a corner waiting for Neo to return from being productive with her life. And something about Neo disguising as RWBY makes me concerned she might start talking and ruin one of the main motifs of her character that even RWBY Cheery was able to acknowledge, have fun with, and not fuck up. Now what's up with Cinder's reaction to Neo taking RWBY's form anyway? Am I just too tired for this shit? Is she saying that when she told Neo to get Oscar's lamp, she didn't actually mean to do it at the moment she told her to do it? Or is she just stupid and RWBY's form disgusts her so much she doesn't want to do the plan in the order she was originally going to? She might just be stupid. Because she goes from, get the lamp, to, don't do that, to, go get the Winter Maiden. Maybe I'm just too tired for this shit and I just don't get it right now. Oh yeah, and Tyrion is going to seriously fight Crow, Robin, and Clover at once. Look, I know there's this perception that Tyrion is way stronger than Crow, but clearly Crow and him were roughly equals, with any advantage the other one holds not being enough to fully turn the tide in their battle. What the hell chance does Tyrion have? Oh yeah, Crow became a jobber due to the effects of Tyrion's venom. That's confirmed the reason why Crow is now a useless piece of shit jobber who can't ever achieve anything. Well shit, we better hope Clover gets lucky and Monster Kara spontaneously appears through a rip in space and time to take Tyrion and leave shortly thereafter by slipping on a marble into another dimensional rift. And what's with Zinewood, the only part of this episode that makes me somewhat excited for what's coming in the future, because there's a lot of potential in a fight where one character has presumably an extremely large and varied arsenal and can control the very arena they fight in. So that was my review. This episode was a thing. Most of it could be cut out and we'd lose nothing.
But never says this is necessary to show the chaos and discord going on.
Considering we see one whole person die and that isn't even a civilian and we don't even confirm their death, there are no corpses lying around and very few fires in the area to show buildings being destroyed. I have my doubts this scene really achieved that for anyone watching it who didn't have a preconceived notion that the scene was going to do that. It's not as boring as some of the other episodes, but it's far less important than a lot of them. They could have done a lot more to showcase what they intended to and probably have had more action that wasn't RWBY's generic anti-Grim fare. I seriously don't understand people that see one new move come out of a character that kills Grim as if they were nothing, and somehow that one thing instantly makes them think the action's good. Grim fights are boring, because Grim are no threat to anyone. Even the big ones fail to kill a single individual, even if they require effort to take down. And throwing out a new ability or a new weapon thingy or something is meaningless when every single hit already, even a single hit from Oscar fucking Pine, is enough to kill the average Grim. And when they go ahead and whip out this new attack to kill a really big Grim, it's groan-inducing and boring, because we already expected it to be capable of taking out these big Grim. Was anyone seriously like, oh my god, Yang's bombs now, they can destroy the big Goliath, that's so cool! Like, really? What about that's cool? Because she has a new power that can foderize the Grim that were actually a threat? Well, that's all I have to say, guys. I still don't know how to end reviews. Minge gurgle.